So today we will discuss about the general characteristics of plant. Basically, these plants are the multicellular plants are multicellular and eukaryotic, right? Moreover, they are photosynthetic, they are autotrophs. They have cuticle layer above the leaf to prevent the loss of water, or you can say the transpiration. They have some certain secondary products. For example, sapropollenin, pollen. Basically, it is a compound which is present in the cell wall, and it is made up of carotenoids. Right. Basically, it forms a tough, thick layer over the cell wall, and it prevents it protects from the gazing of organisms. It protects from gazing of organism, right? And organisms or microorganisms, right? Basically, this sapropollenin form a tough layer over the cell wall, right? And there is another secondary compound known as lignin, right? Basically, it deposits on the secondary cell wall. It deposits on the secondary cell wall, right? Basically, these plants have heteromorphic alternation of generation. Heteromorphic alternation of generation. Okay, what does that mean? Basically, well, consider that we have over here a sporophyte generation. This sporophyte is basically 2n. Now it will form sporangium, and it will form spores by sporangium with the help of meiosis, right? And these spores are haploid. Now the spores will basically form the gametangia, or you can say they will form gametophyte, which is haploid. And this gametophyte, with the help of gametangia, it will form the gametes. These gametes, n multiplied by n, they will form 2n, and it will form a zygote, right? And zygote to the embryo, and then the embryo will develop this sporophyte generation. Right? So basically, what is heteromorphic alternation of DNA? Of generation is that there is alternation of sexual and asexual reproduction, as well as the sporophyte generation and the gametophyte. These both are morphologically different, right? Their zygote is retained into embryo, into embryo, right? Basically, the smaller plants which do not have the vascular tissues transport minerals and the small plants which are basically non-vascular, they their transport of water and nutrients is by simple diffusion. Is by the simple diffusion, right? Basically, earliest vascular plants live in swampy areas. Earliest vascular plants live in swampy areas, right? And like for the exchangement of the gases, there are stomata and lenticles. For exchange of gases, there are stomata and lenticles, right? If you talk about the stomata, these are present on the lower epidermis, but these stomata are present on the modern plants. In the modern, like the mosses, ferns, these, right? So I hope these general characteristics of plant is clear to you. If you have any kind of queries, you can ask me in the comment section. Be very glad to answer you guys.